What's happening, party people? Happy daily morning motivational message. This is it's important to do motivation daily because it's like taking a bath. It's like our personal hygiene. We want to do it every day. It's a sense of renewing, it's a sense of being refreshed and allowing yourself to continuously pour into your mind because we are inundated with so much toxicity, so much negativity, so many stressors. There's so many things that are coming our way that we don't have any control over. So we need to be intentional about the things we do have control over. And that's where you put your focus. What you focus on the longest becomes the strongest. And I want motivation, uplifting words, uplifting messages, powerful thoughts, empowering thoughts to be a part of your daily method of operation. Yesterday, we talked about identity. What is your identity? Is it serving you? Is it moving you closer towards your outcome? Or is it doing the opposite? Is it actually keeping you from your deep seated desires, dreams, and goals? And very often, people will do a lot for the exterior, but internally, they all messed up. You cannot spray paint over the rust of decay and low self-worth and low self-image and low self-esteem. You can't spray paint motivation over that. That does not work. How many times have you encountered someone and they've said to you, I have bigger goals and dreams. I want more than this. I want to rise above my current station in life, but their behaviors betray their words. See, your deepest beliefs will always be revealed in your behavior. You cannot hide these things. So one of the reasons why we do this messaging is because I want to chip away. You got to unlearn and unprogram some things and some bad thought patterns, things that are working against you. And then you got to replace them with empowering messaging. And that takes time. It's a process. It's a day after day after day. And then it becomes hour to hour and then moment to moment until it becomes a part of your DNA. All right. So talking about identity, as you're hitting the reset button, as you're hitting the reinvent button, as you're looking at the calendar, these are all tools, right, that we can utilize to really create a better version of ourselves. The calendar keeps us accountable because it's time and we're measuring time. And sometimes you'll hear people in business talk about Q1. How did we do the first quarter of 2026? What were our numbers? I'm going to be getting on the phone with one of my clients momentarily, and we're going to talk about the first quarter. We're going to talk about the targets and did we hit them? Where did we exceed? Where did we fall short? What adjustments do we need to make? So that's a measuring stick. You set specific outcomes. The accountability of time tells you I have a certain amount of time to get this done, and my activity has to measure up to the outcome that I'm committed to. Because if it doesn't, I will be exposed by the end of that first quarter going into the second quarter. So that's a measuring stick, right? We use the calendar. As we are looking at our identity, because we're continuing from what we talked about yesterday, is it something that does truly serve you? Does it lift you up? Does it challenge you, your identity, how you see yourself? One thing you can do to get feedback is to ask some people that are very close to you. How do you see me? Like, do you see me as a go-getter? Do you see me as a high achiever? Do you see me as a team player? Do you see me as someone that wants to be told what to do? Do you see me as someone that just kind of lives in a box? Do you see me as someone that's a cog in a wheel? Am I strict? Am I only a good employee? Is that all you see me as? Do you see me as dependent and reliable? Do you see me as a risk taker? Do you see me as courageous? Do you see me as someone who really goes after what they want? Or do you see me as someone who's just kind of comfortable and there's nothing really that stands out about me to you? Like, ask for that heartfelt, honest, rigorous, honest feedback from those people that are close to you, because that'll give you some indicators in terms of your identity and how you're living. Because how you see yourself may not be how you're actually living. You might be delusional. See, delusion is important when you're aspiring to greatness, but delusional can be destructive when you're deluding yourself. See, we are all masters of self-deception. We all would like to believe that we're doing this and we're aspiring to that and we're putting in the work. Everybody thinks they putting in the work, and they really ain't. They're not putting in the work because most of us have been programmed to put in the work for somebody else, to put in the work for somebody else's agenda, to put in the work for somebody else's idea, somebody else's business. The employee mindset is real. So we're very good at fitting into somebody else's construct. We're very good at fitting into somebody else's paradigm. And we will go to work and we'll punch that clock and we'll do the work and we'll do our assignments and we'll do them with vigor and joy. And then as soon as we punch out of life because we stopped even reaching for or even thinking about any personal goals or dreams or aspirations because that particular job has got us programmed to a certain regimen that fits into their agenda, not our own. And so you have to take into account that self-deception is real. You have to take into account that very few of us are willing to take a hard core look in the accountability mirror and then take account for how we're showing up in life. Okay. So as you're taking this very important personal inventory on yourself and your identity, okay, remember, it starts with your identity. It doesn't matter what you say that you want. It doesn't matter if you have goals and dreams and aspirations, because everybody does. But if their identity is not in alignment with that, they're not going to behave their way to success. They won't do it. They will simply self-sabotage. They will simply keep talking a good game, but they're not going to walk it. And most people talk it, but very few people walk it. You cannot just talk about it. You have to bees about it. You got to bees about it. And how do you do that? You make sure that your alignment is clear between your outcome, the dreams and goals that you really have. Again, not what you think you can get, but what you really want, what you truly want. What you truly want will make you nervous. It will give you anxiety. It will make you feel like, I don't even feel comfortable saying it. We talked about that. And then your actions every single day. And where people are self-deception deluded is they do not have the activity on a day-to-day basis that are in alignment with their goals and their dreams. I'll give you an example. I've had several friends that have been going through it the last several months, like really going through it. Loss of loved ones, significant life-changing events, divorces. It's been a season for the people in my circle. Okay. And what I noticed is some of them have completely checked out, but they haven't checked out from their jobs. They've checked out on their dreams, but not their jobs. Now follow this. They still show up for their jobs. They still show up for their employers. They still show up for that paycheck because paychecks typically kill dreams. They kill dreams, they kill goals. Okay. But when it comes to their dreams and the work and the actions to bring those dreams to fruition, they've completely checked out. Because in their programming, they have made it okay to serve someone else, but not to serve themselves. Because they allow life to get in the way when it comes to their dreams, but never when it comes to somebody else's. Ooh. Woo! I'm going to say that again. They have been so deeply programmed that they have made it okay to allow when life happens, because life is going to life. There's nothing we can do about any of that. Like, we're going to get hit from all sides and all angles, and there's nothing we can do about it. But how we respond to it is everything. And how we respond is based on our identity. And they've been so deeply programmed to live up to what is a life of mediocrity in terms of their paychecks, the amount that they get paid to do the jobs that they do. Watch this now, because I know that they bring more to the table than what they're earning right now. I know that they're way more valuable than how they're being recognized in their current situation. And yet they're going through life. Life is happening. Life-changing events, dramatic stuff. It's hard. It is hard. And yet they show up for their jobs dutifully. They show up for their jobs with a commitment, regardless of the life that's lifing on them right now. I'm talking significant life-changing events. They show up for their jobs and they check out on their dreams. They check out on their dreams. You see, you can still show up for your dream. You can still do the work for your dream. I'm not saying it's easy, but damn it, you're showing up for your job. That's not easy either. But you can muster up the inner strength, the intestinal fortitude, the guts and the grit in order to show up for your job and do your work to the highest of your capacity, because it's somebody else's dream and somebody else's goal, somebody else's construct. You will show up for that, but you will not show up for yourself. You will not show up for your family. Oh, what do you mean, Ed? I'm showing up for my family. I'm going to work. I'm still doing my job. I'm still collecting my paycheck. My paycheck keeps the lights on, pays the mortgage. I ain't talking about that. Anybody can do that. That's why the average income is $60,000 a year, $5,000 a month. Anybody can do that. That is what average people do. That is what we're all supposed to do. You don't get no recognition for that. You've been doing that your whole life. I'm talking about showing up for your dream and your goals and making that a priority no matter what. It's not easy. You're going to go through it. It's not easy. What's the alternative? The alternative is that you continue to perpetuate a life of mediocrity and then you make excuses because of life and on you. Life is gonna life on all of us. None of us are, you cannot get out of life alive. You are not going to get out of life without your wounds and your scars. I'm sorry. I don't wish it was that way. We all have to earn our way. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, we hold those who create success. We hold those who weather the storms of life. We hold those who build their dreams in spite of all of the trial and tribulation. We hold them in the highest regard. Because if it were easy, everybody would do it. Because deep down inside, we all have something that we aspire to, but most of us have put it off to the side. Most of us allow life to get in the way. Most of us have become masters of self-deception and masters of making excuses instead of making it happen. What is your identity? And if it's only an identity of paying bills, if it's only identity of keeping a job that keeps you mediocre, if it's only an identity of survival mode, if it's only an identity of allowing things to easily distract and disrupt your day, you will never come close to your capacity. And you will take that with you to eternity. Let me ask you something. When you die, are you going to be dead a long time? Like when you die, you're going to be dead a long time, much longer than you're going to be alive. We're here for a flicker. It comes and it's quick. It is fast. You look up in 10 years, gone. What do you have to show for it? So if you look at how you're constructing your days and you're building your identity, understand that the power of the pen is in your hand and the page is blank, and you get the opportunity to write it as you see fit. And you can look at the previous pages in the chapters of your life story, and you can take some lessons. You can extrapolate some lessons from the previous chapters, but you do have the freedom to write a brand new chapter. And it starts today in the page that you're laying down. It starts today in the principles that you're laying down. It starts today in the standards that you're going to put down for yourself. And you got to make a commitment. My dreams and my goals are not going to be lowered in favor of somebody else's. I'll be damned if I'm going to service the employer more than I'm going to service myself and those people that stand to benefit from the goals and dreams that I aspire to and that I actually reach. You see, what I'm trying to get across to you is this. When you make those things as much of a priority, if not more, than your job or jobs, when you make your dreams and your goals as important, if not more, when you start to fulfill and achieve that, do you understand that everything in your life expands? Do you understand that more people are going to be able to experience the blessing of you? Do you understand that you're going to be able to do more for your loved ones? You're going to be able to provide better for your loved ones. You're going to be able to create a life for yourself that you didn't even think was possible. There was a time when you'll look back and you'll say, there was a time when I didn't dare dream so big because I was trapped. I was so well programmed to live up to somebody else's dream, to support somebody else's paradigm, to live in their infrastructure instead of building my own adjacent to theirs. Again, you can work your job, right? A job for most can be a temporary inconvenience. But while you're doing that, you're also constructing your own paradigm for the success that you're committed to. You're also constructing your own dynamics for the life that you want to create. I am telling you, it will be one of the hardest things that you do. I promise you. I promise you it will be one of the hardest things that you do. But I can also promise you it's going to be worth it. I can also promise you you're going to discover parts of yourself that you didn't even know existed. I can also promise you that doors are going to be open and people are going to come into your life and relationships are going to be cultivated and your life will be richer beyond your imagination. So keep constructing an identity that is built to serve your dreams and your goals. I'm not telling you don't compromise on the commitment. If you have a commitment to a job, yeah, keep your commitment to your job. But damn it, keep the commitment to yourself as well. Keep on keeping on. Have an awesome and amazing, powerful day. We'll see you tomorrow. If you got some value out of this, please like and subscribe and pass this message on because it is a blessing to be a blessing.